We're live. We are
Turns
live
out, socially distant live.
again because Tyler's still
Yeah,
sick.
yeah. I feel like I look sick this time. Last time it was a precaution, and this time was a proper measure.
Yeah, I mean you do have a hoodie on upstairs, which I can't believe.
Yeah, yeah. Not feeling the best, but that's okay.
No, but we're here.
Um,
We're here for you guys.
it's funny because it hasn't switched yet. At least from what I'm seeing on the stream, it's still starting soon.
Um,
So I think
it'll
there's still a delay. I mean,
yeah,
there's always a delay,
yeah.
but there it is. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Man, let me tell you, how about not only does COVID suck, getting good from COVID and then feeling like you're ready to be there, moving on, and then I had a coughing fit and I like did a jerking motion and I just felt it all through the side of my arm. And I'm on a computer all day, so this is like my computer arm. It was just donezo. And I talked to my manager and he's like, "Oh, you have a rib out." So it literally just like I've been wearing a heating pad on my shoulder the last 2 days.
Is it just gonna heal by itself? I don't think I ever got to ask that. Like, are you
I'm
like?
probably gonna go to our chiropractor, but I also got some techniques about laying down with your feet up, with your arms flat, but also like laying on an ottoman to try and reset the rib.
That's just good to do,
Um,
man.
yeah. Um, we did the giveaway yesterday. Our first ever Believing the Bizarre poster got done on Patreon. Uh, do a quick shout out if you join our dedicated tier on Patreon. We do monthly giveaways.
Yeah, but don't tell
Um,
Patreon that.
oh yeah, no, yeah. Don't tell Patreon that. Um, unless you're a huge account.
Well, I mean, yeah, don't throw the shade.
Yeah. Am I really laggy
No, I
for
don't,
you?
not for me.
Are you sure?
For me, you are okay.
Okay. I'll give you some pills. Thanks, Tyler. Um, yeah. So, how about aliens?
Yeah, this is a huge. Our friend that is making our knives said, this is a huge, massive cover up.
Massive cover up.
I really like that.
Cover up for the ages.
Uh,
Huh?
yeah, I like that. I think it's I'd be super super mad if I was Margaret.
Yeah, it's interesting because it was as equally a fun story about aliens as it was a day in the life of a ufologist and how
Yes.
fun it might be sometimes. Like the ridicule and the stress that accompanies it might not be the most fun.
Yeah. No. Because you know that you're right. You just want everyone else to know that you're also right, and they don't
Right.
know. And then there's some douchebag who writes a book that says you're an asshole.
It basically says, "Don't believe Margaret."
Yeah, yeah. And Margaret's like, ah.
Yeah. No, it's interesting to have a nemesis like that. Maybe one day another podcast will come along, and then we'll have a nemesis.
I hope we don't have a. I don't know if I could take the stress of having a nemesis.
They're called "Don't Believe the Bizarre," and every week they come out on Wednesday, and they just listen to our Tuesday episode, and they tell you how dumb it is on Wednesday.
These two idiots.
Yeah, don't believe them. There's
They're also from Ohio.
everything is everything is just
Oh no, they'd be from.
terrestrial phenomenon.
One's from Michigan, one's from Pennsylvania.
No one's from. They're both from Alaska.
Oh, anyway, so tell us more about this. I mean, we got an hour and some minutes of it. You didn't even hear the blooper at the end. I don't know if a lot of people did.
No, no, we're putting Marvel movies out now, where it's like 90 minutes, and then you gotta wait through the credits for all the good stuff to find out what we're gonna talk about next. That's not what that blooper was.
No.
Um, no, this was a really good. I was tossing around like five different topics, and I found this article on Adventure. True, was it True Adventure? something adventurous.
Adventure.us. Yeah.
Truly adventure.us. And I read it, and I read the whole thing in one sitting without realizing I'd done it, and because I was so into it. And I was just like, this is a really good, this is a really good story. And I felt bad because it's like, I could have just told this story. Clearly, the author's spin on it was Margaret's story, which I left some stuff out because I feel like some things are meant to be read, some things are meant to be heard, and there were some details about her life growing up. Like she used to like hide refugees. Like Margaret has an even more intensive background. But could you imagine how long this episode would have been?
No,
like,
it would be
there was
crazy.
Certain details I wanted to keep to the article itself.
Yeah,
I wanted to be more UFO based for what we were doing. But it was interesting because it was as much about that person as it was UFOs. So essentially in the 70s, there was a major red ball light that came down and like crashed and hovered over the Berwyn Mountains. And all these people in this village came outside because they heard it. And they saw this light. A lot of people claimed seeing this light. A lot of people claimed there's military people around. And the military people were rushing towards it, telling people to turn around or go back, get back in your fucking Postmates. That's what people in the West Coast do to order food. It's called Postmates. Office, but he's Postmaster.
Oh, yeah. Which,
and
yeah.
Yeah, and then it came back later where Margaret, this famous ufologist, came back with some colleagues, asked around, the whole town hall setting up. And then, but everything was anonymous. Everything Margaret, the ufologist, got was anonymous, and she wasn't really able to stick anything on it. And the most it came down to was they realized that everybody was looking in the wrong place. And once they discovered there was a smaller peak of the Berwyn Mountains where it actually landed, that they were able to piece together other people's stories so that timelines made sense. So they never got concrete proof, but they were able to make a timeline work based on credible encounters that they got from people who are willing to put their name on it, such as Mike and Pat.
Mike.
So that's my summary. I just saved you an hour and a half.
That's a pretty good summary. Yeah, obviously we went into a lot more detail in the episode. That's a good like rundown.
Oh,
also, there's this dude who like is opposite of the two people, and what was his name? Third act. Was it third act Alex?
Andy.
Third act Andy. That's a pretty good one. Yaz had a really good name for that podcast. That is our nemesis. Being Skeptical with Science by Chase and Tyrone. I would maybe listen to that.
I don't think I would.
But anyway, so this story, you said this was going to be a fairly long discussion about it. I'm very curious what everyone else thought of this alien invasion, this alien encounter. Do you think earthquakes are caused by the spaceships, or they realize what's going on with the earthquake and they come and check it out in that time frame because they know there's going to be an earthquake and people will be distracted?
See, I'm thinking if it was that big, there should be a crater. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know if it was the noise of earthquake, if it was the noise of the UFO passing through the atmosphere, or if it actually did crash, and the crashing sound was what they heard. Interesting. I actually just because we did Bizarre News earlier today, we recorded Bizarre News, so I was looking at Bizarre News stories. There was a video of, I think it was in Utah, there was a meteorite, and it was during the daytime too, like it was blue skies, and you saw this meteorite shoot through the atmosphere, and it made like a sonic boom, and then a clip shot to other people in Utah claiming or hearing this loud like booming sonic boom sound and looking around, but they attributed it to this meteor. So it's like it's a meteor shooting down. Even if the UFO didn't crash land in the Berwyn Mountains, what about if it just flying into the atmosphere could create that sonic boom? Yeah, I don't know if that would cause the Earth to tremble though. I feel something would have to collide.
I do like that explanation for the sonic boom though. think that makes a lot of sense. I don't know if I don't know. Did the spaceship ever actually go down though? Like maybe it dipped, but we don't know if it actually touched.
I think some people do believe it crashed.
I where's the proof? I guess.
Well, they were looking in the wrong spot for 40 years.
Yeah, and then they looked in the right spot, and then what they find?
Well, by the time they found the right spot, though, it was like 50 years later.
That's true. Did you like the fight scene I added into the episode? I don't know if you heard it. There was
The
like,
fight scene?
yeah, the little like this the one spaceship took off, and then the fighter
Yeah.
jets went off after the other one. There's explosions.
Yes.
Yeah, it reminded me of the Antarctica the other day.
Oh, episode 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What would you expect to find there 50 years later? That's the thing. It's like, maybe there would be something huge if it was, I don't know.
Still, the only thing I can think of that would last that long would be radiation.
I don't think that's what they were looking for.
No, I don't think so either, but I think that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough because we don't know all the details.
Yeah, exactly. And also, what physical evidence could there be that was left? Maybe metal, but I think the government would have gotten all the like metal debris.
Yeah, because it's like, well, okay. Even if it wasn't a UFO, if these people saw a red light, like, let's say it's a meteorite, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that have left a mark?
If it had hit, yeah, it could have.
Unless, what if it really is just... What if it was just the perfect coincidence, where it was a meteorite that they saw from the meteorite shower, and it was just an earthquake?
But what stayed in the sky, though? Like there was something that stayed in the sky.
Yeah, the meteorite was just floating for a couple minutes. It forgot it wasn't in space.
Yeah, that's the issue.
It realized there was gravity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely the
Or
problem.
Unless it was a streak, like the streak stayed.
But
yeah,
they said a
I've seen meteorites
sphere.
leave the streak, but
They said a sphere, though. Not to be difficult, but they'd say it was a sphere, a perfect ember sphere.
all right. In the chat, the tentacle with the word tickle. Very funny. I don't know why that caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Obviously, there's something. A lot of meteorites break up the atmosphere, so they don't cause damage. It's true. It was a clearly defined sphere. That's true. It wasn't like Charlie Red Star, where it's this hazy holographic. Right. It was clearly defined.
Oh.
I mean, we're on board with. We thought that there was something there.
Yeah, for sure. I still do. Obviously, I believe Margaret.
We believe Margaret. We might be the only two people besides what's his name, Scott.
Scott.
I think it was Scott.
We do have some emotes I gotta upload to the screen we're on Twitch. I couldn't remember the name.
How do you do that?
I'm not sure yet. I still have to figure it out. But I also gotta give the person that did it some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably should do that before we upload them.
That's what I told them because they're excited to see it on here. Something was there. We don't know what it was, so that's the definition of a UFO. Absolutely, it's an unidentified flying object.
It sounds like a star instead of a meteorite.
Yeah, it does.
In what way?
Why? Well, it just kind of sat there and glowed, right? But did they ever see it take off? Actually,
no. I think it went low, below the horizon. Because it was Mike. I think Mike said he watched it for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it just sunk.
The fact that it just like stayed there is crazy. The fact that it just like sat there for like 15 minutes.
Could you imagine making up a story and telling this person, and then they bite on it and they like investigate, and then years later, you're like, oh, that thing? Yeah, we were just joking about the map and the documents. like, I'm all in for a joke, but like it was like maybe they didn't realize how seriously she was gonna take it, but
Yeah. Yaz, are you familiar with this area? Like, do you know where this area is in the UK? I'm just curious.
you've been there.
You been there? Around those hills? Do you know Mike?
And
The star but the star on the side of the mountain.
yeah, I don't think it could have been a star.
I don't think it's a star. I don't think it was anything that was natural.
No. You know, the good thing though is that with my mic, I don't think you can hear how hot my computer is. Can you hear it?
No.
Right.
No, I cannot.
That's a good thing. And I got the butt right.
Sounds like it's about to blow up.
I don't. There we go. Is that even better?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it is. It is even better.
I didn't have the butt.
Yes, it was in Wales, wasn't it, Tyler?
What?
This place was in Wales, right?
Yeah, it was in Northern Wales, technically.
Yeah, that is actually a lot better. Good job, dude.
When does this thing get clicked? Ever? Probably producer Ben with his big hand.
Yeah, it probably was Ben clicking stuff. He doesn't even know what he does.
Benjamin.
Oh, I live
Aaron
near
went
there.
hiking in Wales once.
I always like it's spelled WHALES. Oh, it's not.
Oh, I just got an update on my phone. Believing the Bizarre just went live on Twitch.
Oh,
Thanks,
cool.
phone.
Yeah.
I just want to say this now because we've been very on topic. So I need to, like, for a second. As a teaser, I have not been able to see Charlie in person for a long time.
Yeah.
But I have a wig waiting for me in a plastic bag that has been something we've been wanting to record with the wig and Charlie, and we've not been able to do it yet. And I'm just throwing that out as a teaser that's coming whenever I can physically see Charlie.
Yes,
record.
that's true. I do have a list of
I almost
things.
got bangs too. I didn't, but I want to tell you, I almost got bangs. It's gonna be great. But anyway, back to the story.
No, I do have a list of things I want to record. While like next time, like it's really been a minute. When was the last time I saw you?
Could have been last Thursday or last Tuesday.
I saw you on Friday though.
What?
I saw you on Friday. That was the last time I saw you.
I don't remember.
Well, it was the yokai episode. It was the last episode recorded, and then we went out after.
We went out?
On the Friday after, yeah. I went to a concert, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Berwyn Range is an hour from right now. Yasmin, go there. Go there.
Let's go. Let's investigate the right mountains.
Yes.
Guys, bring your radiation detector.
Yeah, JD.
If you don't have one, get Amazon Prime. Get that shit 2 days.
Yeah, JD. JD's a cool dude. I like JD a lot. I played with him. Yes.
Detector.
I will be boots on the ground. I was like bots on the ground. Fake people on the ground. Was a joke. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh shit! You know what else I gotta say? Is I'm about to get a tattoo.
Yes, we hit 200 patrons, which means Charlie. Listen, is there any way? Now it's your body, your body, your choice.
The face you're making right now.
Is there any way that we can not get this tattoo on your upper thigh, where the only person to ever see it will be Steph? Like, it doesn't need to be. I know you got teacher responsibilities.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere besides upper thigh? Because you know how hard it's gonna be to show people ever.
Yeah. I was thinking.
Unless I can buy you a pair of Daisy Dukes to go along with it, which You might need to wear it while you get that too.
I was thinking of my back, but my back is hairy. I
Yeah.
don't want to get on my
Okay.
back.
What about a chest piece?
No. A chest, like my heart?
Yeah.
No. How about a throat tattoo?
Yeah, alien right here. And just do like a beam of light along the neck.
I don't know. We could think. We could brainstorm. I don't
What about
know.
your other bicep?
What?
What about your other bicep?
Like what here?
Oh, what about your calf? Your other calf?
No.
I know you got the angel thing.
Saving that.
All right, bicep, like this right here.
Like one. Like where? Like
They're saying get on your butt and tramp stamp.
I'm not doing that.
No, so like
That's
like
taken. That's
down
taken.
like over on the more on the inside,
Yeah.
like here.
If I take my shirt off,
here.
we're gonna get like banned.
Take your shirt off. That's what people want.
Hold up.
No, like, yeah, I'm saying like inner bicep.
Inside?
Or dude, put it here so when you flex, you can be like, yo, we get no, you don't. Every couple of years.
You like see right here is where I got my other tattoo. That hurt.
So you can't do forearms because you're a teacher, right?
I mean, that's not why I can't do forearms, but I'm also not going to get BT my forearm.
I'm thinking inner bicep. You're right where, right where your fingers are now.
Here?
You're right there. Yeah.
What about?
Listen, I'm open to, I mean, it's your body. If you want it on your thigh or your butt,
What about here?
You know, wherever you want.
What about the soft whiteness of here?
Yes. I want it on the soft whiteness.
I would do it right there.
The way that it's right now, it made it look like I was looking at your tattoo. Like when I look at the screen, it looks like I'm looking at where you're talking about putting your tattoo. Yes.
Alright.
I just want it to be somewhere. You're going to be proud of it one day. Maybe it's 10 years from now. You're going to be proud of it one day. I mean, and you're not going to want to pull your pants up or off.
We put a lot of work into it. I mean, I'd be okay with here. Under here.
Yeah, there you go. So when you get people at people's elbow, hit them with that BTB. That's your finisher move.
All right. Yeah, I think we decided. That sounds good.
Get a UFO on your chest so it's abducting your nipple.
Like Popeye tattoo. No. I'm very sensitive about my torso.
All right, when we get to 10,000 patrons, I'll get a tattoo.
That's a big difference between
I'll be able to pay for them to like knock me out.
I mean, maybe
we should do something crazy though. Like when we get to 1,000 patrons, we'll investigate somewhere in the United States that you want us to go, or like we'll record an episode somewhere in the continental United States. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
I feel like at that point, at 10,000, you should get a stick and poke tattoo.
What?
You should get a stick and poke tattoo.
A stick and chicken?
A stick and poke tattoo. That means basically there's no machine. You just go dot 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 dot.
Oh, no, thank you. No, I'm saying we will go record an episode or investigate somewhere, which we're not equipped to do, when we hit like 1,000 patrons in the continental United States.
Stick and poke Tyler. I like that idea. 1,000? I'm cool with that.
Who gets to pick though? Is it a huge raffle?
It should be somewhere where we have friends and or people that listen. Like maybe Colorado or something.
That's worldwide.
Well, that's true. Maybe Colorado though.
Well, I don't think we should pick. I think somehow it should be like.
Okay, all right. Does the person that wins the raffle, do they get to put this up there too?
I don't know. We haven't talked about this until right now. So
no, I know.
I don't have the idea.
That's so much
we
to
have
talk
time
about.
to make a poll. Hopefully, I'm going to see Rise Against in Cleveland, Ohio with Staple Shock tomorrow.
Oh, you are?
Then given I almost said a positive.
You gonna give it to Mac around COVID?
Not positive test.
I'm gonna stream tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is that part 3
Uh, yeah.
of a Resident Evil 7?
Yeah, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and I just keep going.
So,
yeah.
so in the article I read, and if you listen to the blooper, you know what I'm talking about. But I do actually want to bring this up now. Is they emphasize that Margaret didn't drive. She never got her driver's license. She never learned how to drive because one of the issues later on in the 90s was that she needed her husband to drive her places, and he was in a wheelchair, and his health was dwindling, so it was becoming harder and harder for her to go places. And they even like the prologue of the article is she even put like a Craigslist ad out where it was like 80-year-old ufologist looking for a driver. So it was like it wasn't like a one-time typo or one-time mistake. Like it was an ongoing thing that she didn't drive and she needed help driving. So Charlie made a really astute point. In her first encounter with a UFO in the 50s, maybe it was improper in terms of storytelling of she wasn't the one driving, or maybe she knew how to drive, she just never got her license, so she wasn't supposed to be driving, but she was. You know, maybe she was like illegally driving when she saw the UFO in the 50s, but it didn't make sense.
It could have just been illegal driving. I mean, it's back then. But
if she was comfortable enough to legally drive, why not just drive her license?
I don't know.
Let's see. My mom expressed her love for the Shadow Man episode, so I was informed by her to relay that information. Thank you so much. The Shadow Man, is that the...
I don't know what episode that is.
That could be so many of them. There was the California one, the LA Shadow Man.
Mm-hmm.
There was the familial spirits. There was the grandfather shadow. There's a lot of Shadow Man. Yeah. Really enjoys listening to your chats and laughs to herself in the garden sometimes. Be good funny.
She's wonderful. She's probably one of my favorite people, honestly. I'm going to send her
I was wondering if maybe Margaret was in the car with someone else, but the way it read, it didn't seem like it. It felt like a personal I herself experience, because when she tried to tell her parents, it wasn't like me and so-and-so saw this. It was like, I saw this.
Suffocating Shadow Man. I'm going to send her, I'm going to send Yasmin's mom a shirt. I'm going to try to do that this week.
Do it up. Suffocating. Oh, that was the one that we dropped when I was in North Carolina.
When was that, man?
It was June.
Of what year?
This year. I just did that one in June.
Oh, okay.
It starts with the Native American short story.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
And then it went to the I'm gonna strangle people.
I'm gonna strangle you. That's what I asked. Like when you first got in the chat, I was like, "How are you wearing a sweater right now?" I think he's just trying to sweat it out.
Not feeling well. I go from hot and cold, or from yes and no.
You should absolutely video her opening the package, though.
Yeah, we'll post it.
I gotta talk to my tattoo guy. When should I try to get in touch? We're talking about October. When do you think I should try to get in?
Get in what? Oh, your tattoo?
Yeah.
What about middle to late September?
I could probably work that.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Sounds good to me. Let's jump back to the episode. Because there are so many things about that. Like there are so many details. What's his name? Andy? Or
it's Andy.
Andy? Was the guy that had the hunting dog? Like his
Scott.
Scott's first encounter. What do you think that was? I know it's not the main focus here. Was that also just a UFO? Was it the same UFO? Like what was that?
I liked how he was so literal about it. He was like, it was unidentified and it was flying, so therefore it was an unidentified flying object.
Yeah.
That's not wrong.
I was a Southern lawyer.
I like how dogs literally point.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Have you ever seen a video of that? I like this sword dog joke. That made me laugh. I mean, maybe myself
Sometimes,
laugh.
like, does your cat ever raise a paw before it attacks something where it's like
Yeah.
not pointing, but it's like, and then
Yeah.
yeah. They don't point. They're not like, hey, there's, when you're losing something like the remote or your phone. Be nice to have a cat. Like, hey,
There. There. I'll send you a video of a
order.
pointer
Yeah.
dog. They're crazy, man. They're just like
Annie didn't point. The only
no,
thing her nose pointed to is food.
no. Apollo and Mars, they don't point. They just bite me.
Do you think it was a government cover-up? Oh, hold on. Do you think it was a widespread cover-up across multiple people, or do you think it was like a couple people that were like, let's not let this get out of control?
I think it was a widespread cover up because a whole community came out of their house and saw this thing, and no one's talking about it. No one's put their name on it. No, it's definitely a huge cover up.
I mean, this incident has its own Wikipedia page, so you know it's legitimate. You know it's out there. Who creates other people's Wikipedia pages?
I don't know, man.
Like, I don't expect us to ever create. Like, let's say we keep growing in like 15 years. I don't expect us to create our Wikipedia page. Like
No.
Eminem the rapper, who created his Wikipedia page?
I
Last
think Wikipedia-
last podcast on the left. Who do you think created their Wikipedia
Do
page?
they have a Wikipedia page?
They do.
What?
Who created it though?
I think Wikipedia.
I like this. We need to talk to Eddie about getting some octopus tentacles. I don't know why. I think it's so funny.
Okay. Holy shit, they do have a Wikipedia page. That's crazy. Wow, that's a lot of click. There's things too.
Yeah, links.
Damn.
All I'm saying is that this incident has one. So I think I've always believed that Wikipedia is more credible than our school teachers let us believe. Troy, I think you have the opportunity to break that trend. You are sculpting young minds every day, and I think you should bring Wikipedia back to the table, back into the light.
I will tell them that it is probably a better source than what it was when I was young.
You should have them write an article where they can only source different Wikipedia pages.
That's a good idea. I might do that actually.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. So why was your grandfather famous? Not to totally throw this off track.
Yeah, what do you do?
What do you do?
And and who made his Wikipedia page?
Oh shit! She's got links.
We got links.
Well, no,
Giant haystack.
I'm gonna open it.
I can't open it, otherwise my computer will die and destroy. Like if I pull up one tab, it's over with.
That's
So I need
crazy. Huh? He was a British wrestler.
But
What? Wait.
I agree, Logan. I think Wikipedia for the most part is very well sourced. I think it's upped its game.
What is a giant bomb to drop in the chat? That's crazy. He was also working in Canada, the United States, under the name Loch Ness Monster, or simply Loch Ness.
Loch Ness.
He was 6'11". Jesus Christ.
That's more than a foot taller than me.
Yes. No, me too. Also me.
It's like Undertaker height.
Jesus Christ. That's a big page. Holy shit. Oh, it's not that big.
How
Wow.
tall are you?
Me?
5'11". Okay, no, not you.
Oh.
I know how tall you are.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
You're taller than both of us.
Yeah, no.
Not combined, though.
Is JD taller than me? I hope he's not. You know what's funny? A lot of people that listen to the show are probably taller than both of us. Really, Tom Cruise.
Yeah. We're on that Al Pacino.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, though. I don't care. It's all good. All good.
I don't know. I've been over it since high school.
People in the chat, what do you rate this episode? Do you find it believable? Are you on Team Margaret? Are you skeptical? Do you think we need more information? Or is it just a combination of human experience and terrestrial phenomenon, like Andy says, and therefore unbelievable?
Man, I hate Andy. Is Andy still alive?
I don't know. Let's put Andy on the podcast.
Yeah, that'd be a good
I
interview.
wonder what Andy thinks of fairies.
He probably doesn't believe him because they're stick in the mud.
Stick in the mud.
Yeah.
That'll be his next book title.
I'm a stick in the mud. I don't believe in anything. Jupiter
Yeah,
is
viable.
attacking you. Viable?
I know. I want to know some of his strongest convictions and how he would feel if somebody just like dedicated their whole life to just destroying them.
Oh, that's Steph. Hi, Steph.
And the dogs.
And the dogs.
Yeah, they were like
The boys.
protected by you for 1,000 years.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I want one of your dogs to point at something.
They're not pointers.
Point.
Hello.
It's okay, Steph.
I know.
They can show.
Ow, I called you Andy. That's not nice.
We got a
Believable.
skeptical, we got a viable, we got a believable, we got a believable.
My from some first
Logan
time in chat.
Andy.
Hey, you got. Hey, Chris. Wow. We're just having lots of people come. The dogs are inside the room. Just
That's a really
stuff.
good point. Too many people seeing the same stuff. Like, regardless,
Yeah,
something strange
exactly.
happened. This red light, earthquake. I never experienced a true earthquake. Like, I've been awake during earthquakes, and earthquakes have happened where I've been, whether I'm awake or sleeping.
I have an
But
idea.
it's never been. I've never been so intense that I felt tremble.
Yeah, I've never experienced it true.
My balance is just bad anyway, and I'm just always stumbling. I don't know if I have a strong enough connection with the earth to feel a non-made. If I was in San Francisco or something, I would feel that. You know, I don't know. I'm always wearing shoes. Maybe that's my problem.
I've been to California a couple times. I mean, more than a couple times, but I've never experienced an earthquake.
I don't know if you've been to California. You haven't experienced it.
I have. I promise you.
I don't know, man. Have you?
Yeah, I've been to. One of my favorite places is San Diego. How?
I like San Diego.
You would love San Diego, man.
I think I would.
There's a grocery store there called Ralph's. Mars just wants that shit right now. I'm sorry, guys. They're just being needy. I'm sorry.
So what if I start wearing my hair like this?
Whoa! Whoa! No! Fix it! Hi, Mars.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
If everyone's curious, this one's Mars. The other one's Apollo.
Mars.
I want to make them emotes.
I thought you were just gonna say I want to make them emo.
Just gotta cut.
Gotta
there.
straighten their hair. Alright, well, you know what? We got the chat to vote. We voted. We talked about it. I feel good. Let's say you.
I feel good too. I mean, we're all on the same page here. Like, viable, believable. You know, we most believe you. They
We
say not.
mostly believe you, Margaret.
Anyone say
You're
not?
not completely full of shit.
Anyone say not? I don't know.
We got one skeptic.
Who said that?
Yes.
Who? Oh. Who?
Yes.
What? Oh, she didn't like any aliens anyway.
I say we stick a pin in it. Call
Yeah.
it. It is what it is. And I think I'm good about this extended discussion
I do too.
of the. What just shook my table? You just shook, and it shook my table.
It was Mars from all the way over here.
No, for real. Like something shook my table. Unless it was me rotating a chair. I mean, you moved, and my table shook, and I'm
That's
actually a
weird.
little freaked out.
All right,
That's
man.
like actually really strange.
I will see
Anyway.
you on Thursday.
Yes. Everybody, take care. I'm looking this way, like you guys are over there, but this is where the chat at. Have a great Tuesday,
Yeah.
and stay tuned for more Believing the Bizarre content.